Hi there. I hope you are doing well. I am well too. Thanks for asking. If you don't know me, my name is Judy. I'm a life coach. I inspire positive life changes in teens, particularly those who are troubled or are at risk. So, if you have been following me for the past 1 week on Facebook, you would notice that I've been posting quotes on happiness. Pardon me if you can hear any noise in the background. It's sunny out here, a little windy, and there are a few trucks going up and down. So I'm truly sorry. I hope that it does not distract you. I hope that you're able to hear clearly what I want to tell you today. So, back to my happiness topic. As human beings, we always complain of the things that we don't have or the things that we wish to have and yet cannot have, and all of those things. And as I have conversations with my middle school and high school kids, some of them tend to complain a lot and be sad or upset for not having one thing or the other. For example, you'll see them wearing Nikes, and yet they'll be complaining that they don't have the newest Nikes or whatever, the latest version of what they're wearing. Or they will have Air Jordans and they'll be telling you that they want something else. Like the other day, what did they mention? Someone mentioned something about C. Ronaldo soccer cleats or whatever that is. Anyways, they're always constantly complaining or asking for new things, and they somehow forget that they already have some of those things. For example, if you are wearing trainers that are not torn, that can easily take you to school and back, why would you complain if you don't have the newest version of that brand, or I don't know, however they call it, right? But that is their concern. And truly, they are not the only ones who complain. We as adults also complain, even when we have stuff, and we forget to acknowledge what we have or appreciate what we have. So I was thinking, what will I tell my teens today that will let them focus on themselves, to love themselves, to be happy, and appreciate who they are and all that goes with it. And then I came across this story, and it's not long, so I would like to read it as is. Then we can continue. Okay, I just want you to listen to this story. It is less than a minute. Please don't stop watching this video. Just pay attention real quick. Listen to this story, and then we'll come back to the topic. So, there was a boy whose family was very wealthy. One day, his father took him on a trip to the country where he aimed to show his son how poor people live. So they arrived at the farm of a very poor family, as he considered. They spent there several days. On their return, the father asked his son whether he liked the trip. "Oh, it was great, Dad," the boy replied. "Did you notice how poor people live?" "Yeah, I did," said the boy. The father asked his son to tell him in more, like details about his impression from their trip. And this is what the boy said. "Well, we have only one dog, and they have four of them. In our garden, there is a pool, while they have a river that has no end. We've got expensive lanterns, but they have stars above their heads at night. We have the patio, and they have the whole horizon. We have only a small piece of land, while they have the endless fields. We buy food, but they grow it. We have high fence for protection of our property, and they don't need it, as their friends protect them." The father was stunned. He could not say a word. Then the boy added, "Thank you, Dad, for letting me see how poor we are." This story shows that the true wealth, as well as happiness, is not measured by material things. The love, friendship, and freedom are far more valuable, and those things make us make us happy than the material things that we so wish to have. And this story reminds me of a group of kids from, if I'm not mistaken, I think they are from a part of one of the countries in Eastern Africa. And it's on Facebook. I'm sure you probably have seen it yourself. And they have used empty cans and empty bottles and different items that they collected, scraps that they collected, and they have put them together as musical instruments. And they have one person, I think one or two people singing, and it's more like a band. And you would wonder, why would they be so happy with all these empty tins and cans that they have put together, when we have kids who have a whole new set of a drum set in their homes? They have guitars, real ones, and yet they are not happy. They want more. So you see, it is not what you have, the material things that you have, that make you happy. There is more to it than that. I wish you would be able to tell your teens or all the people on your friends list this story, or show them this video, send this video to them, share with your friends, let them watch this video and listen to that story, and compare it to what they are doing to themselves right now, whether they are happy or they are not. But most importantly, I want you to tell our teens, middle school, high school kids, let them know that nobody can create happiness for them. It is not the shoes that they wear, because there will always be a newer version, or there will always be a new what do you call it? A new item. There will always be a new video game. So you will play the video game that came out in 2019, let's say FIFA 2019. Now you are looking for FIFA 2020 and you are not happy. 2020 will come, 2021 will come, and you will still look for that. That is not going to make you happy. If that is what you think will make you happy, then you have to rethink, look at your life again. Happiness comes from our own actions and really is our perspective on things. Look at how the father was looking at, that whole scenario. All he wanted was to teach his child how poor people lived, and the fact that possibly he was privileged to have all the things that he had. And yet, that is not what the child saw. And the people who were living on the farm, I'm sure, were really happy and content with what they had. And so tell our teens that nothing in this life is perfect and no situation is permanent. And so we can be happy in the moment if we accept our lives as they are. And acknowledge and appreciate how far we have all come as individuals. We will find happiness. And when I say we, I mean our teens, whom I'm talking to right now, and us as adults as well, because we also do same. We also complain about things that we don't have, instead of acknowledging and accepting and appreciating what we already have. Okay, so we will find happiness if we continuously love ourselves. And like I said, acknowledge that you have something. Appreciate what you have. And the journey on which you have traveled, because all of that together has made you who you are today. I know that it is not easy, especially when you really need something and you don't have it. But let's be honest, are we going to have everything every time? No. We're not going to have everything every time. And sometimes you are not going to get the things that you want at the time that you want them. So does that mean that anytime we find ourselves in that situation, we should not be happy? It is not going to be easy, but like everything else, happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy every day, or you can choose to be sad. It's not going to change. You have to make that change. Happiness will not just come to you. If you are waiting for happiness to come to you, then it probably will never come. Because when you get what you're looking for today, something else will pop up. You will need something else. And so forget about all the material things that you're thinking about, looking for, that you want. And look at yourself as is right now. Appreciate who you are, appreciate your journey, appreciate how far you have come today, and be happy with what you have. And pray and work towards what you don't have. If you get them, it's all good. If you don't, you're still going to be happy anyway. I want to leave you with this last quote, and it's from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. And it says, "A happy heart is good medicine, and a joyful mind causes healing. But a broken spirit dries up the bones." I wish you all the best and be happy this week and the rest of your days. Thank you.